The iPhone 15 Pro Max stands out as the top-tier iPhone available, especially for those who aren't constrained by budget, and it ranks among the finest smartphones from any brand. Naturally, our excitement is building for the upcoming iPhone 16 Pro Max. Although we won't get an official look at this device until September, Apple has already teased iOS 18 during WWDC 2024, showcasing some impressive features and a revamped Siri equipped with ChatGPT capabilities. This suggests that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will likely come packed with a variety of AI-driven functionalities and access to Apple Intelligence. There are certainly enhancements Apple can implement beyond just boosting performance, and early rumors indicate that the iPhone 16 Pro Max could be a major leap forward, featuring a larger display, an additional button, and improved optical zoom capabilities, among other exciting upgrades. Recently, tipster Majin Buu leaked a poster for the iPhone 16 launch event, indicating that Apple plans to introduce 4 new iPhones along with additional hardware at Apple Park on September 10 at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. The poster prominently displays the phrase, "Ready, Set, Capture." Below it, the invitation invites attendees to join in person for a special gathering at the Steve Jobs Theater in Apple Park. This isn't the first time September 10 has been mentioned as the potential launch date for the iPhone 16 series. First up is the introduction of an action button across all models. This feature has been mentioned in various leaks and is also emphasized by Gurman, indicating that all 4 iPhone 16 variants will include this customizable hardware key. While the action button isn't entirely new, having debuted on the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, this will mark the first time it appears on the Standard and Plus models. Gurman also mentions that with the upcoming iOS 18, Apple will enhance customization options for the lock screen and control center, which might make the action button less essential, as users will be able to set up various shortcuts. While this is a valid observation, having shortcuts accessible via a physical button could still be quicker and more convenient than navigating through the lock screen or control center. A potential drawback is that for Apple's most popular models, particularly the Pro versions, the action button won't feel like a groundbreaking addition. Alongside confirming earlier rumors regarding the Pro versions, Apple Insider has also shared information about the cameras on the standard models. The standard iPhone 16 and its larger Plus version are expected to keep the dual camera setup on the back, much like the iPhone 15. The camera arrangement has shifted back to a vertical alignment, reminiscent of the design seen before the iPhone 12. Reports suggest that Apple will maintain the same sensors, featuring a 48-megapixel main camera alongside a 12-megapixel ultrawide. While the primary camera retains the same f-stop as its predecessor, the ultrawide lens is set to receive an upgrade with a wider f/2.2 aperture, improving low-light performance compared to last year's f/2.4. Additionally, both models are anticipated to offer macro photography capabilities, which were previously exclusive to the Pro versions. The Pro models will also include a 48-megapixel primary camera with an f/1.78 lens, likely benefiting from a larger CMOS sensor. The 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera from the iPhone 15 Pro is expected to be upgraded to a 48-megapixel version that supports ProRAW photography, similar to the main camera. A significant enhancement for the iPhone 16 Pro is the introduction of the 5x telephoto lens, based on the tetraprism design from the 15 Pro Max, as previous standard Pro models were limited to a 3x zoom. The 16 Pro Max will continue to feature the same 5x telephoto lens, with the 12-megapixel sensor and f/2.8 lens likely remaining unchanged. The report confirms that all 4 iPhone 16 models will include the much-talked-about dedicated capture button, not just the Pro and Pro Max versions. However, instead of traditional tactile shutter buttons found on cameras or older smartphones, the iPhone 16's camera button is said to be capacitive. Apple plans to incorporate a simulated tactile feedback feature, similar to what was introduced with the iPhone 7's home button, to mimic a half-press sensation. This button is expected to work not only with the official camera app, but also with various photography applications that utilize the iPhone 16's camera capabilities. Additionally, Apple may provide developers with tools to implement other gestures, like swiping across the capacitive area, which could allow for more functionalities beyond the action button. For instance, within the stock camera app, users might be able to zoom in and out of their shots. Furthermore, Apple is anticipated to support a wider range of image formats, including JPEG XL for handling larger files. The Pro models are also rumored to offer slow-motion recording at 120 frames per second with a resolution of up to 3K. Apple has been known to use different silicon in various iPhone models over the past 2 update cycles, with newer chipsets reserved for the latest Pro models and last year's system-on-chip used for the standard iPhone. However, it seems that this practice will change with the upcoming iPhone 16, as a code found in Apple's backend suggests that all 4 models expected to be released later this year will feature the same S-series chip. This discovery was made by Nicholas Alvarez and shared with McRumors, indicating a shift in Apple's approach to chipset distribution across its iPhone lineup. It's been widely speculated that the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus were equipped with the A16 Bionic chip, a feature that was also present in the iPhone 14 Pro models. On the other hand, the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max boasted the A17 Pro silicon. Recent leaks suggest that the entire iPhone 16 lineup will share the same chip, presumably the A18. This move has been long awaited by many Apple enthusiasts, urging the tech giant to adopt this strategy for several generations now. As a leader in the industry, Samsung is renowned for producing high-performance OLED screens using the latest materials. Their most advanced displays are part of the M series, with higher model numbers indicating superior quality. It is rumored that Samsung will supply OLED panels for all 4 models of the iPhone 16, but not all versions will receive the same treatment. The iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max are expected to feature higher quality LTPO screens, with OLEDs based on the M14 technology. For those unfamiliar with the terminology, the letter M in M14 refers to a specific set of materials utilized by Samsung in their OLED screens. The number 14 signifies the quality of these materials, with higher numbers indicating better performance in terms of brightness and lifespan. This marks the first time that this material will be used in a smartphone, and it is anticipated to outperform existing technologies in terms of brightness and lifespan. Apple has chosen to exclusively use the M14 technology for its premium iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max models, while the standard and Plus variants will continue to feature the M12 technology found in the current generation. This strategic decision reflects the commitment to delivering the best possible display performance in their flagship models. There's still some debate over the screen size the iPhone 16 Plus is going to come with, and from what we're heard so far, every iPhone model could be changing its screen size this year, perhaps up to 6.9 inches with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. According to the well-known leaker Majin Buu on X, the iPhone 16 Pro series is set to launch in 4 unique colors: white, black, gold, and gray. This information is consistent with a previous leak from Sonny Dixon, who displayed dummy units of the iPhone 16 Pro in these anticipated shades. A recently released image by Majin Buu showcases the camera lens rings of both the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max, further validating the leaked color choices. All variants of the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max will carry the titanium label, marking the discontinuation of the earlier natural and blue options. Moreover, the leak introduces an intriguing new color named Desert Titanium, which is described as a rich dark gold. This hue is expected to be subtle and deep, reminiscent of the deep purple seen in the iPhone 14 Pro. The Desert Titanium will replace the blue titanium from the iPhone 15 Pro series. The updated color palette will feature white titanium, black titanium, and natural titanium, with the latter presenting a grayer finish and the black titanium appearing significantly darker this year. Previous reports hinted that the iPhone 16 Pro might revert to a polished finish, akin to the stainless steel looks of iPhones from the X through the 14 Pro. The leaked images of the camera lens rings lend credence to this theory. Additionally, earlier speculations about a rose gold finish have been refuted by these latest leaks, which suggest a bronze-like color instead. The upcoming iPhone 16 Pro Max is poised to revolutionize the smartphone landscape by introducing cutting-edge improvements in battery life and charging capabilities. Recent leaks have unveiled the exciting enhancements that Apple has planned for its new lineup, with a particular focus on the Pro models. A standout feature of the iPhone 16 Pro models is the support for lightning-fast 40 watts charging via USB-C, a significant upgrade from previous iterations that promises to charge your device at an unprecedented speed. Whether you're pressed for time or looking to reduce downtime, the iPhone 16 Pro Max has got you covered. Additionally, MagSafe charging is getting a boost, with Pro models now capable of 20 watts wireless charging. This means that you can enjoy the convenience of wireless charging without sacrificing speed, while the standard iPhone 16 and 16 Plus will stick to the familiar 27 watts USB-C and 15 watts MagSafe charging options. The Pro models are pushing the boundaries of charging technology to deliver an unparalleled user experience. Get ready to experience a new era of smartphone charging with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Apart from the remarkable charging capabilities, the iPhone 16 series is gearing up to showcase enhanced battery capacities across the lineup. The iPhone 16 is expected to flaunt a 3561 mAh battery, marking a 6% boost from its forerunner, the iPhone 15. While the iPhone 16 Plus will witness a slight dip in battery capacity at 4600, it still pledges to provide outstanding battery performance. However, the real showstoppers are the Pro variants. The iPhone 16 Pro is set to house a 3355 mAh battery, a 2.5% increase from the previous model. Yet, it is the iPhone 16 Pro Max that steals the spotlight with an enormous 4676 mAh battery, an impressive 5% surge. These larger batteries, coupled with various efficiency enhancements, are crafted to ensure that you stay charged up for extended periods, regardless of how intensive your usage habits may be. Apple's dedication to enhancing efficiency shines through in the iPhone 16 series, with the introduction of the cutting-edge A18 and A18 Pro chipsets. Crafted using state-of-the-art 3nm process technology, users can expect top-notch efficiency and performance. These sophisticated chipsets are specifically designed to complement the larger screens featured in the iPhone 16 range, optimizing battery life without compromising on visual excellence. The utilization of 3nm process technology enables a higher transistor density on the chip, resulting in superior power efficiency and performance enhancements. This translates to a seamless experience for users, allowing for smooth multitasking, immersive gaming, and the use of resource-intensive applications without the worry of rapid battery depletion. During WWDC 2024, Apple clearly outlined which devices will be compatible with Apple Intelligence features. While the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max are confirmed to be included, the status of other models remains uncertain. It's likely that the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max will also support these features, but the standard iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus are still in question. In contrast, Google has boldly showcased its new AI functionalities, with the entire Pixel 9 series gaining access to features like Add Me, Pixel Studio, and Pixel Screenshots. The only exceptions for the Pixel 9 are a few video-related capabilities and the complimentary year-long subscription to Gemini Advanced, which are exclusive to the Pro versions. Apple might consider a similar strategy for its iPhone 16 series, potentially granting all new iPhones access to Apple Intelligence. It's important to retain a few unique features for the Pro models. There should be compelling reasons to choose the pricier iPhone 16 Pro versions. Apple might introduce exclusive Apple Intelligence capabilities for these models, enhancing their appeal and setting them apart from the standard iPhone 16. For instance, Google has successfully implemented distinct AI-driven features in the Pixel 9 Pro and 9 Pro XL, such as Video Boost, Night Sight Video, and Super Res Zoom Video. While we're not suggesting that Apple should solely concentrate on AI enhancements for video recording, it would certainly be beneficial if the Pro models offered a little extra. So, are these updates good enough to upgrade to this year's iPhone 16 lineup? Share your opinion in the comments section. Now for those of you excited for the Apple iPhone 16 series, we're now going to run through the full specs design and the pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video. But if you're new here, then hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. So first up, we have the standard iPhone 16. With the standard iPhone 16, we get a 6.3-inch OLED display, but unfortunately, this is still going to be an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 is going to have a taller aspect ratio than last year, and it's going to be protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely coming with 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's also powered up by a 3561 mAh battery, with 30 watts fast charging, and it's going to come with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, it will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $850 in September 2024. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 16 Plus. With the iPhone 16 Plus, we get a 6.9 in OLED display, and again, unfortunately, this is another LTPS display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 2. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultrawide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely going to come with a choice of 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's powered by a 4006 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, of course, it ships with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $950 in September 2024. Next up, we got the iPhone 16 Pro. Now the iPhone 16 Pro has a 6.3 in 120Hz LTPO OLED display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and the Pro is protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we get a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera, then we've got a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's also powered by a 3450 mAh battery, and fast charging is still unknown at the moment, but we do expect some improvements, and of course it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. It will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $1,100 in September 2024. Now finally, we saved the best to last, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we get a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. Again, like the other phones, it's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, and a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's powered up by a 4676 mAh battery. As with the 16 Pro, we don't know the fast charging at the moment, but we do expect to see some improvements. Now it comes up with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and it will of course ship with iOS 18, and this one's expected to launch around $1,300 in September 24. So overall, the iPhone 16 series is looking like a great addition to the iPhone lineup. More things remain similar. There are still plenty of upgrades with the new hardware to power it better and brighter displays. Along with the new battery thermal technology, this should really enhance the experience and work well with the new A features. Now, of course, because of all the similarities to its predecessor, it's probably not going to make anyone with an iPhone 15 rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, that it's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, as we approach the launch, more and more information is going to continue to come in, and I'll be sharing it as soon as it does, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.